All right.
Game
No
one
luck
of
this time. Let's go.
the day, indeed. Winner bracket semifinal in Group B. First game of Group B. We have Western participation in this as our Vice World Champion Foggy is stepping in the ring and he is fighting the B-boy from South Korea. Foggy versus Sock. Both still pretty young, and Sock, man, I think he's getting better and better the more I see him, with very unusual timings here and there. Especially with how aggressive he is in the early, and he can use that aggressiveness especially against the Keeper of the Grove. We go into Last Refuge. Here are your players. Foggy has a good track record versus Human, of course, and also a very good track record versus Sock in general. Foggy 2 days ago made it to the finals of the MTW Legendary Cup, but was defeated by Happy after a 2-0 lead. He still lost the best of 5, 3-2. That shall not happen here today. It's a best of 3, first to 2, advances to the winner bracket final. It's one step closer to the playoffs.
Yeah, I think for many people, Sock is kind of flying under the radar. He's been around the scene for a long time. He made a name for himself with tanks and tinkers and lame in general, where he earned the name of King Cancer. Not really his playstyle anymore. Tanks in general not really being seen anymore. Thank Christ. But at last, GCS, WGL that is, he already was showing a great performance. Something that almost slips our minds. He was one map away only from making it to the playoffs. It was extremely close between him and Fly and someone else. I think 3 guys were in a very close running there. Yeah, he was so close indeed. Had the best stage entrance ever for a WGL. A very fun guy who, by the way, defeated me at arm wrestling. I lost the title.
Indeed. Sock is the reigning and hopefully defending arm wrestling champion of the Warcraft world. We don't mention that too often, but yeah, I was very disappointed in you.
You know, I'm admitting defeat here basically, and the fact that you're putting salt in the wound, Neo, very nice of you. Very nice of you. Starting off as a good day.
Mercenary camp for Sock, this kind of became the standard, right? Now that everyone has figured out how to stop the rock golem from throwing boulders and the mud golems from slow. This is a very normal camp, which we've not seen since the introduction of Last Refuge.
Have you seen this before? Like this creep out specifically?
Yes. Should be.
I did. I haven't. I don't think I have. But it's looking pretty good. I mean, obviously, you know it's going to be a keeper on this map. It has to be a keeper. He's not going to be aggressive. He wants to get level 2, level 3, so you can take a bit of a risk. Is it even a risk? Like, as you said, you're pulling out the creeps. Suddenly the camp is so much easier. You get level 2 from this. I don't even think it is a big risk to take. And now, look at the AM experience. He's basically level 3. His creeping up is natural. That is going to be level 3. He's going to have the strong water elementals. And he has the Shadow Priest support. He can go for more mercenaries. This is shaping up to be a very good build here, what Sock is showing us.
Yeah, this is kind of a safe expansion with the backup of mercenaries, but how can you be safe? Ooh, Foggy almost losing the engine of war. How can you be safe against a level 3 keeper? Because if you focus on your Archmage levels, you can't deny level 3 keeper, even though it's Last Refuge. And this item right here, the Sobby mask, is tremendous for Foggy, who of course goes for the counter expansion right away. Well, it's actually the first expansion Sock is counter expanding, technically.
It's taking a moment here for Sock to get up the resources. There we go. 6 peasants here indeed, so power bill will be fairly expensive. Gonna have to check out if he is going for towers as well. Sock usually a little greedy with the towers, I think, and he's forgetting about the power build. Only 1 peasant creating this one. Uh-oh. He should fix that quickly. Otherwise, this is going to be much later than it should be.
A player's force.
Foggy, of course, in a good position here with these items and the mercs. But Sock being aggressive now, trying to steal the first consumable, which usually belongs to the Night Elf, using the Wand of Mana Stealing to tank some damage from this camp. And Foggy is not interfering with this. Like, this is a level 4 Archmage after less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, man, this is extremely fast. Getting the Wand of Mana Stealing here. Is he going to keep it? Yes. He is. Getting a dust as well. And now it's Archer Hunt. Finally, the peasants start producing again. help on building that town hall. So it's going to be coming up fairly quick, I suppose. The two armies meet for the first time, and Sock certainly has the stronger force right here. Foggy has to retreat, now worried about his expansion perhaps, or can the Treant save him? Of course, he doesn't have Nature's Blessing. They're not that tanky, they're not that fast, but he has a couple of ranged units as well.
And it's quite a lot of them. Foggy losing some to Dispel, but same goes to Sock, so they both get even more experience here. Keeper is 1 level down, but he didn't creep his Expo yet. That will be happening once the Tree of Life is up, of course. Little skirmish without too many losses, like all the units that cost gold in the back are safe because the focus is so much on the summons.
I am level 4.5, by the way. I mean, these Treants aren't too painful to lose, but they do give experience, don't forget. Alchemist now coming in, should be turning the tides, especially against the footies in front, very powerful. And Foggy now is finding more and more kills. Kills the Berserker, taking out the Shadow Priest as well. His archers are getting chased, but they're pretty much all surviving, and more importantly, the Berserker as well seems to be making it away. Sock now sees the expansion here, but he doesn't have much of a force left. I don't know how much more he can do right here.
Oh, especially if the Alchemist finds these footmen. They're all piled up. Perfect acid bomb. That is amazing AoE damage. Sock is getting another Shadow Priest, but he's walking in range of the Keeper, who's without mana, but still decent damage with the Circlet. Can he chase him until he dies? It's getting close. That would be a pretty big investment here.
Aggression will subside. Sock ended up losing 2 Shadow Priests and a Berserker, but got some kills of his own, got more experience, still on that level 4 AM. Tech-wise, what do we have? Only now starting for Sock. Foggy, of course, has the Alchemist already. He is very far ahead in the tech department. Sock probably has to buy some time here. Force tier 2 to come online, and then to be a force to be reckoned with in the mid-game.
Very good for Sock that he had the shop up already. Otherwise, he would just be dead, I think. But the regional scroll is now running. He has 1 footman on defense still. Very early defense from him as well. That delayed his tech even further, in combination, of course, with the expansion. Keeper now waiting for, what is it, the invul? Or staff?
A player's forces are under attack.
Interesting. And this is level 5 Archmage.
Is that enough?
Hell yeah.
Pretty much.
With
Almost.
level 5 Mauler, easy.
He's level 4 though. He's getting a lot of experience penalty. Alright. I say it's not enough.
Oh yeah, might be not enough.
$5. Oh, you owe me $5.
You're right. I forgot about the penalty. Yeah, I forgot about that.
A player's force.
Zeppelin coming in here for a bit of harassment, a bit of distraction. That's exactly the right call. Doesn't want to fly into this ensnare though. Trappers can be dangerous, and he sees it in time. He's not going to fall for this. What's Foggy looking? Where did he have his camera? Does he realize there's a Zeppelin about to hit his expansion? Honestly, there's not too much the Zeppelin can do, but should force a response, I suppose. So what if Foggy ignores his attack and himself goes into the main of the human? This is going to be the choice now for Foggy. Does he respond to this, or does he want to go aggressive himself? Seems like he's going home to defend, at least with the Elk, but he's keeping his units next to the human base.
Is he going for Zeppelin himself, or is he just trying to break this here? The Dryads are coming in, even more anti-air, but, you know, on the north of Last Refuge, you're safe. At the same time, he's trying to break into Sock's base, forces a repair, forces resources, 1,500 gold, so that doesn't make a big difference, but he's draining lumber, that's nice. The Shredder is going on the hunt for archers, and this Arcane Tower... Ooh, needs a little bit more repair. The damage is good, but also units falling. He gets it in the end. And Sock is diving into the main, but the trees are already up, and tier 3 is on the way.
Alright, both players here being forced to multitask. Who can do it better? Losing the Shredder would be painful, but there's an opening to the base. He's going to be safely retreating. Or is he? Force of Nature here, Treant summoned, hunting him down. This Shredder might be dying in the end, and the lumber isn't, like, infinite yet for Sock. This is going to be a big loss. He's attacking himself into the main of the Night Elf. Killed one Ancient of Law there, I think, but now he's TPing home, trying to defend. The level 5 AM, of course, is very strong right now, but there are Dryads with Abolish, but not infinite mana.
Wand of the Wind being used on this keeper to prevent the TP. Alchemist is low, more Treant. Zeppelin dies above the forest. The Archmage is dizzy. Did he lose some units there as well? I'm not too sure. Footmen are falling left, right, and center. Militia as well. It's a slaughter in Sock's base. And the next acid bomb is so nice. Heal spray as well. Foggy is playing this tremendously.
Oh, the slaughter. The poor peasants. They're all dying.
So sick, man.
There's barely any income left here anymore, and the main paladin coming out. Finally, he's gonna have some holy light to work with and at least help out with the footies. Foggy, though, out of mana now. How much more can he do? AM himself, not too much mana on him, but he's regenerating very quickly. But it's so tough now to deal with these Treants. We saw that yesterday already. Mass Treants able to win games by themselves, it sometimes seemed like. Now we have a new Water Elemental. Now the tower is finished. Can finally Sock repel his Night Elf opponent out of his base.
Damage is done, man. More mercenaries are coming in, so Foggy should be retreating soon. But this is all buying time for his tier 3. And what does the Paladin really do at this point of the game? I don't really understand this choice. There is a Oh, Invul before TP. That's a strange choice, but alright.
I was hoping for another kill there. Can't quite get more Treants. Dude, this Sobi Mask is giving him a lot of value. Keeper basically level 5. He only needs to kill one more Water Elemental. There we go. There's level 4 and level 5. That's more mana. That's better spells. This Keeper's mana regen is absolutely insane.
Of course, the Blood Mage would have been maybe a better counter. Mountain King would have been better, I guess. Don't really understand this Paladin choice without Rifleman.
Perhaps he thought he just needed healing and he couldn't get to the tavern for an alchemist, but yeah, indeed, Paladin is pretty unusual to see nowadays as a second hero.
Well, against Undead I see it more and more, with rifle backup, of course. Alright, next acid bomb.
He just can't force Foggy out. He's been down here for the last couple of minutes. Taking out more and more infrastructure, taking out peasants as well, especially in the lumber department. This is becoming very noticeable for Sock. Super low lumber, of course, losing that shredder earlier as well. He's probably gonna dive all the way through. If he kills this paladin as well as the altar, it's gonna be super tough to get the second hero back.
And he's so low on lumber, man. You said it. 1,600 gold, only 94 lumber. There is no staff to get the keeper out. I mean, there is a staff teleportation, but no preservation. And Foggy feels really, really comfortable here, I think, in the human base. Paladin.
Oh, no.
Dies. Can't only light himself. And more damage done. Now there's no heal anymore. This Mauler is at 1 HP soon.
And now he's taking out the altar. And now you have to Tavern Revive a level 1 hero.
Yeah.
And
Redo is here. Like the keeper has a Sobi Mask and the Redo now. He can stay here until the end of days.
Unbelievable. He just can't force him away.
No.
This is my base, man. Just leave, for God's sake. And again, Treants. This Sobi Mask is actually insane.
Yeah. Too much. Just too much. Riflemen are coming now. But the first one is dying as well. Oh, actually, not focusing. There we go. He's level 6 with the Archmage now. Can mass teleport somehow do something? But with what? I mean, it's not gonna be a mass teleport.
Yeah, he's got Brilliance 3 anyways.
Okay.
So, not gonna be seeing the ultimate. Unbelievable. Foggy started this attack with like 2 Dryads or something.
Yeah.
And the heroes,
And now it's Master Bears.
He's got 2k gold. He's had 2k gold for the last couple of minutes as well, by the way.
Yeah. Breakers are coming. Altar is back. There's a lot of idling workers at Sock's expansion who could give him more lumber. It's Mass TP, by the way, not Aura 3. Oh, it is Aura 3. So Water Elementals 2, Aura 3, Mass Teleport.
What?
Yeah.
He doesn't have... This whole time he didn't have Water Elementals 3?
Nope. Check him.
But why? That has to be a misclick, right? How does that make sense?
Sure. I see it more and more. That they skip on Water Elementals 3. Maybe he thought, okay, if he goes harder into Dryads, then they will be dispelled anyway. And I'd like to have my... like, more dispel on the priests.
Yes.
Paladin is back. But more bears.
Yeah, so many bears. He's got 3 guard towers though in the back. He's about to have them, with the third one finishing right now. Alright, Sock finally has some semblance of a decent army. But Foggy's got a big army. 70 supply for him, lumber mill down. The floodgates opened, as we like to say. Finally a kill going the human's way, taking out one of the bears. But some way to deal with, and there's more and more treants. I'd love to have a treant summon encounter, by the way. It must be like 30, 40, no, must be way more actually than that. And Reader after Reader coming in. Doesn't have the dispel. Oh, he cycled the bear to get rid of the Reader. That was kind of neat. But what does it do in the end? He's got no army left. The towers have to carry him.
And we got Tranquility, Remo. Not saving this bear with it. Alchemist is coming back. Has a mana potion now. And level 5 on the Alch as well.
Oh my god. Perfect position now for Sock though. Behind the towers. Oh, but here come more treants.
Nice dispel. Roar on the treants as well. He does have Nature's Blessing now. The Paladin is again in trouble. Has no Divine Shield, and that takes him down. Sock, man. This is just desperation.
It's a painful game as well. You're just being... You're being choked out slowly, is what this is.
And you see the ultimate of the Keeper. Isn't that time to tap out? He's still holding on to his second base.
Oh my god, so much shield.
Look at the corpses. This is just mass murder. Ooh. Holy shit. What a game by Foggy.
That was... I don't know. What's the adjective here?
That's just a slaughter.
Relentless?
Nothing else.
That was pretty good. Pretty good.
16 minute 30 game. When did he start this attack? At like 8 minutes or something?
Yeah.
He felt like very, very comfortable in that.
And that opening build from Sock was so good. But I think he overdid it with that early game aggression, right? When the footies and the mercs ran in and he kept on losing all that stuff. And he didn't have enough to hold on anymore.
You can't give Foggy mercenaries, I feel. He's so good with them and knows perfect timings. One
thing that certainly Foggy was lucky with was that Zoe mask.
Yeah, absolutely. Without the Zoe mask, it's not going to work.
Was responsible for so many treants. Yeah, but that's also like... hopefully if Sock doesn't fall into this mindset now, but this could be viewed as a demoralizing game as well. Absolutely. Like you had that good opening, it was looking fine, and then suddenly Foggy decides to flick the switch, and you just have no chance. You're just getting pummeled wave after wave of treants.
And that's exactly what we saw here. We also see a few new subs. Thank you very much Serbian Jarks, for the 9-month resub. Back to Warcraft on early Sunday morning. Tremendous. Thank you. Arts Flow for the 3-month resub. Share the love. We thank you. And Aeroplane Blues for 44 months in a row. Ooh. 44 glorious months. So hyped for all the great Warcraft 3 content coming up in the near future. Keep up that good work. Keep up the sub, and we will. Thank you very much, my man.
That's extortion.
You know me.
I'm in chat. People are asking right now, Neo, will you be casting MTW Cup later?
I will finish Yule Cup, then have a little bite to eat, and then I will be joining Remo for the MTW Cup before going back to Twitch and cast W3AL.
Yeah. On
that stream, Remo will join me once he's finished with the Legendary Cup.
Yeah, we're having overlapping content today, so we're going to be dividing and hopping around as much as possible and conquering. Yes.
The second game of the day will be Colorful versus Fly, so one of the best orcs meeting one of the best night elves in the world, especially Colorful, one of the best night elf versus orc matchups we have.
That term, divide and conquer, it's a Warcraft 3 map. But it must come from somewhere else.
It's coming from Rome. It's what they called when they had like this giant mass of land and reigning over so many I don't know, so many tribes, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Do you know that HBO series, Rome, from 2004 or whatever?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, it's really, really good. If you guys are looking for a new TV show, a good one, check that out.
I hope I wasn't wrong on this, otherwise I'm gonna get slaughtered in chat now, but I'm pretty sure it was Divide and Conquer.
Makes sense for Rome. Those Romans thinking they're better, thinking they have to spread their civilization and give us roads and...
and water. Idiots. But wine and hookers as well, so they weren't too wrong on it.
And the gladiators. Dude, people were so bloodthirsty back then.
Yeah.
It was normal to bring like your 5-year-old child into an arena where people are chopping each other's heads off. Savages. Nowadays, they play Fortnite. What's better, I wonder?
Well, they're watching UFC as well, for example.
Do a lot of young people tune into UFC? I feel like it's more like older people.
Maybe not in Germany. I don't know.
Are you in the game, by the way?
Yeah.
No, okay. I was worried you may not have been invited.
No, I'm fine. Divide and Conquer is from Julius Caesar. Thank you very much, Xander Dorn. Yeah, I thought I know a guy who was responsible for that one. So, Foggy with the Keeper again, as we are on Northern Isles. This is very common as well. So, Northern Isles, for me, indicating Sock wants to expand again.
Seems to be the build nowadays, right? You can also just creep it with militia, send them back, and play this one base. But TH showed that was possible, very much so. So did Infi. So why not Sock? Last game, he fell to the pressure of Foggy. Just didn't have enough to hold on, despite Merc support. Just very strong timing there, being hit by Foggy before the tech was fully fleshed out. That's of course a big advantage for the Night Elves over the humans. Having more lumber early on, having a faster tech. And Foggy realizing that smartly. Taking that first game in a strong fashion.
And once
That's
again,
all I got.
once again, we have to remind you that Foggy is playing from the Ukraine, so his ping is significantly worse than Sox, who's of course playing from Korea on the Chinese servers. So even better than Foggy.
Sock crept to green camp first. So wants to tech very quickly? Nope, actually not. Green camp into expansion. Oh, but that is lining up perfectly for the Keeper harass to come in. If you creep it instantly, the Keeper's pretty much too late to do anything about this, but this way, ooh, this could be troublesome for the human.
He's clicking on the Archmage right away. Mass Militia coming in now. Oh, that's so many. Would love to see an Alchemist in here for the sake of Foggy, of course. Water Elemental gone, but denied. So now, who's gonna get the big rock golem? Is it Foggy? Nope. That goes to the Archmage and the item as well. Only a ring +3, but now it's time to slaughter the peasants again.
Did one die so far?
Two of them
more
are
certainly
super
will. There's one, there's two. But that might be the end of things. Keeper is almost out of mana, only has one more spell to use, and regardless of which one he goes for, isn't gonna do too much really. So overall, 2 peasants lost. Expo certainly delayed, but not too much damage taken. I think this is fine.
Signature Footman in the Night Elf base. Tech is at like 1/3. Of course, not teching here yet. So once again, we will have a strong Alchemist against this human play. And I wonder how he wants to defend this now. Towers.
Oh, he's putting himself in an all-in position though, right? He's still not expanding.
He is expanding soon, I guess.
Is he though?
Pretty sure.
Is he though?
There's no Hunter's Hall here. Well, you might be right. He doesn't have the resources for Expo and Hunter's Hall.
It's looking kind of weird.
For a Foggy game, absolutely. I mean, not that a late Hunter's Hall is something new, but the lack of an expansion is.
And Foggy's got plenty of resources, 400 gold. Spend it, my boy.
Ooh, he's gonna get surrounded here. Almost. Ooh, that was close. Keeper not level 3 either.
He just spent his money on something. What do you build?
Look at the Hunter's Hall, man. So
Hunter's Hall! Oh yeah!
get your back to Warcraft bingo out and strike this off.
Tally stab on the Keeper. We're going aggro. The Wisp was ready down the south. Ooh, there's no tower here. That's gonna be problematic.
Ouch.
Treants being summoned. Only level 1 on them, but Keeper's gonna be leveling up here very shortly. However, in the meantime, Footies into the main, and this is a lot of Footies. Oh my god, if he kills his Hunter's Hall. Ooh.
The Archers
And he can't do it if he wants. He's right next to it.
Going for the Archers for it. Focuses on the Archers.
Foggy has to go for the Alchemist. He goes for it. But sending it into the human expansion, not home to defend. We're just all-out aggro, and the Hunter's Hall is cancelled.
Wow,
no lowers in this game.
That's really big. To delay the Dryads and the Dispel by so much. I mean, there's another one coming up now in the north. But that was, I don't know, careless.
Town is under siege.
Yeah, absolutely. That Hunter's Hall did not have to be late. Did not have to get cancelled, in fact. Foggy is TPing home now. He killed a lot of peasants, but a lot remained alive as well. So mining basically is not disrupted here. Scroll the Beast being used, but only on the trees and the heroes, not really on all the archers who were in Shadow Meld. Here he's keeping them alive, nicely making use of the Moon Wells here. So he's healing up with those, but it's turning daytime soon. The Moon Juice, very, very soon, is going to be completely gone.
Crazy how this game is completely different from game number 1.
Oh, that acid bomb though.
Yep, that was big.
A lot of those footies. That should signal the retreat here for Sok soon. But once again, he wants more kills. Wants to level up this AM. Would love to have level 4, but now he's getting focused. Might trigger the TP. Was that necessary? I think he could have walked that off. But alright. Gets back to the safety of his expo. Has some footies here to heal up as well.
Yeah, this time the shop is not up, and that costs Sok quite a bit of time and resources. He has to power build this now. Foggy again being quite aggressive. There's no tech for Sok still. First lore is coming up finally, but no counter expansion.
Yeah, Foggy's really all in. Like, he has to win this game soon. Once there's 2 towers, maybe 3, I don't think he can crack this anymore. AM is ready, along with the footies, but they're still healing up. He would love to have a little bit more time, but Foggy isn't giving him more time. Coming in now with the archers, going for the tower cancels. That one being repaired very quickly, but the damage is just too much with all the piercing coming in. More footies from the north, trying to help out their brethren. And with their reinforcements, perhaps Sok can hold. Needs militia support from the main as well, I suppose. But
yeah, Footmen are about to die as the next acid bomb hits them. So quite easy to kill them now. First one down. No Shadow Meld here for Foggy. And get a little careless.
Oh, the Watch Elements are so strong though.
Yeah.
And the Dryads are late because of that Hunter's Hall. The Watch Elementals here are holding him in this game, keeping him in this game. I'm almost level 4 now, which is going to mean basically infinite mana with a backup of Clarities. More Watch Elementals, and now the first tower is up. Tech, by the way, has started for Sok. He seems to be on his way to a stable mid-game. Foggy now is counter-expanding, but this is so late.
This is late, and he has to walk over without Nature's Blessing. Ah, it's coming now, so that's a little fast, but he has to creep that as well. Sok also denying a lot of his units, and especially Water Elementals, to keep the heroes low, like that. Blacksmith is coming, and as you said, finally the tech and defense. Alchemist is slow, but there's no disable really, there's no single target stun or nuke. So the Alchemist will be safe, I guess. No TP for Foggy anymore. Only a staff and the Wand of Illusion.
Sok is so low lumber. Again, like in the last game. Had to call so many militia from the main. There's basically nothing on lumber in the main. Oh, actually, now he has some peasants, finally. But once he hits tier 2, probably not going to be able to set up all the tier 2 infrastructure as quickly as he would like, along with his second hero.
Dispel upgrade is at 60%, so Water Elementals will be a little less useful in the near future, as they can be dispelled.
And Sok here, in the middle of the map, could decide to go more aggressively now again. He has a good number of footies, he has that defend upgrade, he has level 4, but no TP, no invul, no tier 2 army. That aggressive move last game came to cost him dearly, so he may be thinking twice about this now.
Yeah, a little more careful now. Close to level 4, Keeper. Water Elemental. Oh, that is almost a level up. But I think a level 3 Alchemist is even more important than a level 4 Keeper. But with that hero combo to dominate the middle, Sok is forced to go for this Overseer. Good experience, but more importantly is the Shredder that he got right there. Tree is making his way over.
So we are calling this a very light expansion, which of course it is. But I guess it's fine. Or can Sok fashion a very strong timing here? against the economy, which is not ready yet for the Knight opponent. Once again, is Zeppelin here, being purchased, and should be making it away.
Yeah,
not enough damage.
but it's scouted. Like, it's no surprise attack now.
Yeah.
Foggy's army is rather low. Dryads, archers, alchemists might back home and heal a little. Tier 3 on the way as well. 4 bears. We don't see any of them yet. In the main base, we see a paladin second again for Sog. Really valuing the devotion aura, I guess.
A player's force.
It's pretty good. 1 point for 2 armor is really strong, especially the bigger the armies get. And Sog is certainly not looking for a big timing here, around 70 supply or whatever. He is teching. We're going tier 3.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Going for the full tech tree.
Foggy saved some dryads to position it at the expansion to prevent this Zeppelin drop. So he's fully prepared for this as his alchemist is gathering more levels. And what of cunning?
Player's forces are under attack.
Archmage is leveling up to close to 5. Potion of invulnerability is nice for the paladin. Well equipped is the Archmage with invul and heal scroll as well.
This Alc is so far ahead though of his counterpart.
Yeah.
My goodness, level 4 versus level 1 right now. And what can the paladin creep? He can't creep the red camp, that one's gone. He has to go all the way to the right side of the map, which he could do, I suppose. But there is... Okay, there is a new TP on Sock's side here.
Attack.
Doesn't want to risk too much. He's so close to the Night Elf. Now he sees him. It was nighttime, so the vision range was rather short. And the Keeper is not yet here to defend his force, but Sockman, he's very tentative. He does not want to engage this yet.
Yeah, I feel you need at least a level 2 paladin for the devotion aura. That helps a lot against the acid bomb, and especially on the rifleman. Rifles become kind of tanks
A player's force
with a high level
under
aura
attack.
and upgrades. That's what he's going for.
Plenty of energy now for the Alc. Even more mana for him. That's nice. It's the only map where we see arachnithids, by the way. Very rare to see in Warcraft 3. Are you afraid of spiders?
Depends on how big they are and how hairy they are.
I really don't like spiders either. When I see those videos of people letting tarantulas crawl on their arms, dude. Ooh!
Yeah, that's kind of scary, but I'm more afraid of, like, you know, these haunted houses where there's a billion spiders coming out of the walls.
Oh, dude.
That's
gross.
disgusting, man!
Have you seen those videos with like big spider eggs or like these cocoons where they suddenly burst and a million other spiders come out? Ugh.
Yeah,
That's
fucking
so gross.
disgusting.
So Foggy soaking up the rest of the map here. We don't have too many creep camps left. First couple of mountain giants coming in.
Player's forces are under
No
attack.
bears this time around. Just going
It's mountain
MGs,
giants.
good old 1.30 style.
The town is under siege.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for Sog to kill them. Mountain giants already sticks in their hands. There's no real damage against them. Okay, we do have 3 mortars. And I don't think they have frag shards yet. Coming now, almost finished. Then things get better, and in a fire.
Alchemist basically level 5, dude. Needs only like a couple more kills. 11 experience away
Player's
only.
forces are under attack.
That acid bomb is gonna be real strong. And now Foggy wants to look for the engagement. He has soaked up most of the map. He is level 5 Alc now. He's got mountain giants at 70 supply.
Yeah, but he should wait a little because the upgrades aren't done yet for his mountain giants. Only like 10-15 seconds more.
Especially hardened skin. Very important. That is done now. But I think he should be able to engage this. This is still not really a very high-tech human army. Yes, he has more teams with the upgrade, but also a bunch of footies and rifles with only armor. Plenty of armor, though, to be honest. And he's coming in. The big tanks. Best tanks in Warcraft 3. Providing
like-
front line.
I feel like Foggy is lacking some damage though.
Yep, that's true. Alchemist is supposed to provide it, but there's so much heal.
Yeah.
Double heal. Paladin
Nice.
and Alec here.
Nice mortar shots here. Foggy wasn't able to dodge them anymore, so his entire range army is already pretty hurt. And Sork has to supply it out. Oh, wait, he has to be careful with his alchemist. That stabs him out.
Yeah, you're right though, he has a damage issue. And the more teams have all that range, they don't care about the MGs in the front tanking too much. They can still reach the Dryads, of which we don't have too many anymore. Archers are coming in. They don't take as much damage from the more teams. Don't have marksmanship yet, by the way.
You should absolutely go for that. Best upgrade in the game.
He's going for more and more archers. He's got double Ancient of War archer production.
Yeah, makes sense. They're very cost efficient when it comes to damage.
That's how he played at WGL. That's how he took out Infi. A couple of MGs in front and like 5-6 archers in the back with marksmanship.
Keep her close to level 5 as well. When will we see marksmanship? We get attack upgrades. And there we go. Best upgrade in the game coming. Oh, this will take some time.
This armor. These mortar teams, when they have inner fire, they got 13 armor.
Yep. That's the beauty of Devotion Aura and of course inner fire.
The upgrades. Third armor upgrade.
Yep.
No damage upgrades at all. I guess they're coming in next.
I think the mortars are enough to do damage. Oh, the frag shard, so nice in all those archers.
Ooh, Foggy. Heal spray coming in, is that enough? I suppose so.
Foggy is also not killing too much, man. The Keeper is on level 4 since forever.
But he is trading out experience here. And Alchemist is not too far away from the ultimate. Level 5 now on Foggy's Keeper as well. With full mana, by the way. Now summoning the Treants. 3 skill points on them, but there's towers at the expo. That should be safe.
Archmage in a little bit of trouble, but getting healed up. He also has an invul. The Mountain Giants are about to die. Whoa, these frag shards! Ay, 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 ay. The archers are just falling like flies. Alchemist dies in the front line, but come on, whatever.
Yeah, only level 1 is going to be back very soon. Retreating further and further. Yeah, these archers, this is the last heal spray. There's gonna be no more. Bears coming in now with Reju as well, but it seems like it's just barely enough for Foggy here to move forward.
Yeah, man. This addition of the one bear for Roar makes these archers so good. They cost 135 gold and they have 27 to 31 damage.
It's pretty good cost efficiency, right now?
Best damage per gold in the entire game.
What about hippos?
Hippos, come on.
Hippos, schmippos. Alchemist back from the main, plenty of mana now again on him. Yes, almost 700 mana pool. He's a strength hero.
Yeah.
Thanks to those items, of course.
So Foggy established another expansion, but the more teams take care of it. Town portal in. Oh, very aggressive. So here we go again. Tug of War continues.
All those frag shards, though, everything was clumped up after that TP. He's trying to work against it with the Alchemist. He's 1 kill away from level 6. He only needs 1 more on the Alch. Why is there no Blizzard, by the way?
Good question.
Imagine Blizzard into these archers in the back.
Yep. Oh, the archers are falling against the mortars. One more volley. He's not microing them at all.
Where's the transmute?
Alchemist is level 6.
Transmute!
Not using the mana for it.
Elder Shredder! Oh, the Archmage in the front.
Needs an invul, gets a Holy Light. 2 Mountain Giants are falling in the front though. Level 3 on the Paladin. It's not going for Divine Shield for Devotion Aura 2. And the archers are doing it, man.
TP up from Sock. He has to get Blizzard. If he gets Blizzard, he's so strong.
I think so too.
But it's hard to get to the middle, to the Merchant.
Oh, Foggy with another expansion in the upper left. So good. He's maxed out anyway at 80 supply. Could go for more upgrades, but that's about it.
Alchemist coming from the main again, more mana on him. Does he even have Transmute? He didn't use it yet.
Yes, he does. Archmage, is it time now? Yep, Tome of Retraining, Blizzard coming.
Oh, and almost level 5. Dude, it's gonna be hard to deal with this human force now. It's not that big, but it seems to be comprised of the perfect units. You have so much heal, by the way. Alchemist, Paladin, Priests. So much sustain. And now damage even more so with that Blizzard.
Does taunt work on magic immune or invulnerable units? I can tell you that it works on invulnerable units. I'm not sure about magic immune, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that it does. Yeah, it works against breakers, right? Because it's an ability, not a spell. Yeah, I was transmute for the first time.
What do you sell?
I don't know, I just heard the sound.
Ka-ching!
Like that beautiful song by Shania Twain.
She's got a song called Ka-ching?
Yep. Very famous.
She's a true artist.
Oh, again, the alchemist on the receiving end, but he has 8 armor all of a sudden on level 1. That is very rare to see as well. Shredder falls in a bit. 95 supply for Foggy. And if the Keeper gets level 6, this changes everything.
A lot of splash damage to the back though. The frag shards and the AM. Woo! Archer's very close to dying. 1 dead. 2 almost falling. AM needs 1 more kill for the level 5.
Oh man, then the damage intensifies, and here we go. Archers don't like ice shards, and he has to TP out. And that means the expansion will fall. You have 3 mortars remaining. That's easily enough to kill it. Dude, what a game.
He's got a new TP here. He doesn't have to save it though. Even if he loses this one, he's still on 3 money base, but he's coming in.
Fight this.
93 supply.
Very aggressive again.
Where is it?
There we... No, it was the acid bomb. Alchemist falls this time, but Blizzard again onto everything. Oh, this Blizzard level 3, man.
I think it's all about the mana, right? Once this Alchemist for Foggy runs out of mana,
yeah,
this might be turning around, but so many Mountain Giants now. However, no armor upgrades on them at all.
That's kind of weird. Also, the Archers... He's forgetting about them. Only 1 attack upgrade. He could have gone for more. He's at 97 supply. Transmute again.
Why not?
But now he's kind of out of mana.
This Keeper also now so good against the
Oh yeah, we have level 6. Oh, Tranquility.
Transmute and Tranquility.
Yeah.
Foggy going full trans in this game. Alchemist staffed out now, though. No healing for the time being. The bear must use his roar, dude. That's so much more damage. Let's go.
Oh my... That he held this expo in the bottom right. Oh, he's actually only now saturating the upper left. As the main gold mine ran dry. Why is he not going for more upgrades, man? I don't really get it.
Town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
TP in again. Ooh, was close. He almost got it.
Yep.
Oh, but now! Oh, that's a 4 5 units around!
Yep, but he's... Oh, nice entangle to prevent the blizzard.
Alchemists are stuck. Rifles are stuck.
Yep.
Paladin's gonna get out. But this out...
Oh, the archers again! So dead!
You can only be dead near you. You can't be so dead. It's like pregnancy. Alchemist dying again. Dude, he's been dead so much. He's been so dead, Neo! Paladin retreating. The level 3 hero has been providing lots of heal, but apparently not enough MGs now. And everything actually with Roar as well. Even more damage. Sock can't hold anymore. GG! Jeez. And Foggy with really strong performance here, taking the 2-0.
Absolutely. I mean, was there a big mistake in those games? Certainly not in game 1. Map 2, I don't think so either. Good army composition, good attacks, good decision making to go for the bottom right and hold on to it.
Yeah, I don't know. Knights missing, maybe? Knights should be pretty good on paper, right? Against this?
Yeah, against the taunt, they just run around like headless chicken. It's not that good. Maybe aura.
You get the Knights, you get the Inner Fire, you get the armor upgrade. Suddenly they got like 16 armor. Armor strat.
I don't think that tankiness was the issue here. I think you just can't allow Night Elf ultimates in this matchup. But again, how do you want to break it before? I don't know. It's so hard to do. With mass teleport, I can see you win this with mortar teams and mass teleport attacks. But Sock played really well, but Foggy's army composition was just perfect. His hero levels were so good. He had like 3 3 gold mines running at the same time, all the time. I really love Foggy's play here today. He seems to be in really good shape.
Yep, already showing it 2 days ago against Happy in the grand final, bringing him to the very edge. Foggy seems to be in tip-top shape, even here on the NetEase server. Now waiting for his next round opponent, which will be either Fly or Colorful.
Indeed, that's the second winner bracket final. We're going to show it to you in a bit. First, we go into a little break, host this, and get ready. So stay tuned, grab, what is it? Grab something to eat, get a meal, and then enjoy to continue Warcraft on Super Sunday.